Coming up, a Kyle Larson High Limit hot take. Who is and isn't racing this weekend at Huset's? Drivers I think could win at Huset's, plus Summer Nationals and Short Track Super Series. Let's go. It's Wednesday, June 19th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is Dirt Tracker Daily, presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. Pennsylvania Speedweek, presented by Red Robin Gourmet Burgers and Brews, is almost here, and it's bigger and better than ever thanks to the sponsors. From June 28th to July 7th, the Keystone State transform into a race fan's paradise as some of the best sprint car drivers in the nation battle it out on Pennsylvania's most iconic dirt tracks. Each race pays a minimum of $10,000 to win, with the Mitch Smith Memorial at Williams Grove on July 5th paying $20,000 to win, and Lincoln Speedway's Kevin Gobrecht Memorial on June 29th paying a record $25,000 to win. And then, in addition to the outstanding race day payoff, C&D Rigging has returned to boost the point fund to $30,000, which will be paid to 15 drivers. The champion gets $6,000 of that. Over $353,000 will be awarded throughout the week from the point fund and race purses. The Long Hollow Cattle Company is sponsoring the B-Main for the third consecutive year. That includes additional money for non-qualifiers. Sealands Grove Ford will sponsor the $5,000 10 for 10 bonus. A driver collects the bonus if they have a top 10 feature finish in every Speedweek event. Lelands.com will offer the knockout bonus for heat race action. There will be $500 each night if the heat race starter with the fastest time can win the heat, thereby knocking out all other drivers from the feature redraw. And new this year, the York County Racing Club is offering a $100 bonus for the first non-qualifier that is a dues-paying member of the club. Bring the family and experience the thrill of racing. Pennsylvania Speedweek, 10 nights, 7 tracks, one unforgettable experience. For more information, go to paspeedweeks.com or find them on Facebook or Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. At Huset Speedway tonight, the first of 4 programs for the High Bank Nationals weekend gets started. You basically got 2 big money events crammed into a single event. Tonight's a $20,000 to win prelim. For Thursday's $100,000 to win Huset's Hustle. Then Friday is the $20,000 to win prelim for Saturday's $250,000 to win High Bank Nationals main event. The 2 prelim nights will feature inverted heats and points all night long. Those points will set up main event action on Wednesday and Friday. And then where points land after those prelim nights will determine how heats are lined up for the big money programs Thursday and Saturday. If you want to see a full rundown, the World of Outlaws have a full format rundown on their website. Chase Rodman did some stuff. Huset has information as well if you want to actually go see all of the nitty-gritty details. Nothing carries over from the hustle, so everyone starts again fresh Friday with 0 points. And yes, I know the weather forecast looks sketchy through the weekend. We'll just have to play this one by ear. I do think there are plenty of chances to get racing in, including today, so don't lose out on all the hope here. I did confirm as well with the Outlaws that the entire weekend is show of points only, so no changes will happen in the Outlaw Championship standings, just guys going hard for big money. At last check, Huset's had a pre-entry list of 51 cars that includes all the full-time Outlaw teams, a bunch of Midwest and Huset's regulars, plus 7 high-limit teams and Kyle Larson. Can we call Kyle Larson a high-limit guy at this point? I'm not sure. I know he's an owner of the series, but if we separate his racing from his business interests, he's not a high-limit full-timer. He's not racing for either championship. He's kind of picking and choosing his schedule. That might be my hot take of the day. Kyle Larson, not actually a high-limit guy. Dazen Persley is back in Brandon Eichenberry's 25, and Brady Bacon returns to winged competition in the 21H. As I mentioned earlier this week, Larson will likely race tonight and tomorrow, with Friday and Saturday not happening because of NASCAR at New Hampshire. The rest of the high-limit teams are scattered this week. You got Corey Day and Zeb Wise at Skagit for the Skagit National, not the Skagit Nationals, the Dirt Cup. Brenham Crouch and Chris Wyndham headed for IRA and Maverick races. Justin Peck and Tanner Thorson are taking the weekend off completely. Brent Marks is headed back to Central PA, and Parker Price Miller is racing at Lincoln Park. So this will be another chance at some high limit versus outlaw drama, which I don't know if you guys are still buying into or if you don't care. It's definitely at least an underlying storyline this weekend, and Rico Abreu continues to have fun with it. Go find his video he posted on social media yesterday. I do think David Gravel is the betting favorite this weekend. He leads all drivers in average finish at the track since 2020, has got the most wins there with 3. And that added motivation of his car owner also owning the track doesn't hurt either. Other drivers who've been strong and or won at Huset's here recently include James McFadden, Brad Sweet, Buddy Kofoid, Larson, Sheldon Hodenshield, Logan Schuchart, and Carson Macedo. Kofoid was leading this big money race last year when his Toyota engine went up in flames, so you know that Roth wants redemption with TRD. And I kind of like Sheldon this week. A tough few nights at Knoxville last weekend, but before that, it was 3 wins in 5 races. That team won't win the World of Outlaws title this year, so there's no reason to just not go all in and try and win as many races as possible. They already have 7, and we've seen heroics at Huset's before for Haudenschild. If you can't get to Huset's this weekend, Dirt Vision has live coverage. Drop your weekend predictions in the comment section below. Curious to see what you guys have to say. Before we move on, there was a new edition of the Slider email newsletter that hit inboxes yesterday. This one featured an interview with Flow Racing's Michael Rigsby. That is from Jordan Willman. If you'd like to see what Rigsby had to say about the current state of Flow Racing and the current state of dirt racing streaming, and you don't already get the slider, you can head over to DIRTRACKR.com/theslider and see it. There you can read past issues and sign up to get the emails for free. If you'd like to contribute to a future issue, reach out to me at info@DIRTRACKR.com. I do pay for submissions that get used. Summer Nationals at Davenport on Tuesday saw yet another Tyler Erb win. He's now won all 4 races to start this 2024 season. That matches Scott Bloomquist's perfect 4-race start in 1990. Billy Moyer actually holds the record. He won the first 6 of the 1994 Hell Tour season. Kye Blight was the early leader after pole sitter Darren Klein made a mistake on lap 1 and slipped over the edge in turn 3. Blight was then impressive, working through traffic and holding the lead until late. Erb, though, I think was better. He was able to kind of stay right with him and through traffic, and then made his move inside 10 to go, drove on to the win. Blight ended up second. Garrett Smith was third. Hat tip to Blight, though. He looks like he's really starting to find his footing with the Summer Nationals. He was 5th last week at Peoria, and now this run last night. If he continues racing like this, he'll definitely win before the Summer Nationals is over. It's back to Illinois today with Adams County on tap for tonight. The Modified Nationals back in action as well. Hunt Gossam leads the Modified standings right now with Michael Long, Trevor Neville, and Mike McKinney all picking up Modified Nationals wins through the first couple of nights. The Summer Nationals can be watched live over on Dirt Vision. At New Egypt last night, the Short Track Super Series was in town for 6,000 to win, and we saw something that feels a bit rare when it comes to Northeast Modified racing these days, and that's one of the main guys just flat getting beat. Stuart Friesen was out front early from the front row, but past track champion Danny Bouc had his 6B rolling. On a restart before halfway, Bouc drove around Friesen on the high side, and that was all she wrote. Friesen settled for second with Alex Jankowski going 7th to 3rd. It seems like when you get Friesen or Matt Shepard or Matt Williamson out front in one of these races, it's over, but that was not the case last night. Williamson actually had issues in the main event, at one point slowing to a stop. He did bounce back to finish 11th. Matt Shepard had problems as well. He finished 19th. I think I saw he had tire problems. And thanks to the issues for Williamson and a top 5 for Anthony Parrego, Williamson is now back to 2nd in those South Region standings behind Parrego. Short Track Super Series back in a few weeks at Fonda Speedway on July 3rd. If you're looking for some more dirt racing things for your earhole this week, check out the podcast page at DIRTRACKR.com. Wing Nation has Cameron Smith and Danny Sams. Passing Points has Voot Hoffmans. QuickTime has Chase Rodman. Hoagie's Garage has Danny Sams and Tyler Courtney. Doing Witch on Dirt has Aiden Massey. Getting Up to Speed has Andrew Pierce. The Drivers Project has Sam Haferteep. And there are new episodes of The Dirt Reporters, Dirt Track Confessions, The Dirt Nerds, Dirt Tracks and Rib Racks, Turn 2 Terribles, Racing Roundup, Plum Wild, and The Hammer Lane. Check out all of these shows and their new episodes. Visit DIRTRACKR.com/podcasts. That's it for the Daily Show today. Make sure to follow Dirt Track across the various social media places so you never miss any of the conversation. I've been posting a ton of stuff to Facebook lately. It's really fun over there, kind of growing an audience and posting photos and cool videos. So check that out if you are a Facebook person. You can also get the Daily Shows over there as well. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday out there. We will see you right back here tomorrow.